utterly different that I've never tried before, but I heard about it. We're going to try and propagate some trees using this cactus, which now I've totally forgotten the name of, but it'll come to me at some point. What cactus is this, Ariana?
I do not know.
Hold that up a little bit more, I think. Show the pretty flowers. And then see if you can see any of the fruits that are forming. Why are you pointing it at me? Point it at the cactus.
I am.
Let's see. You see, I'll get a nice close-up of the... There we go. Aren't they beautiful? There's two over here. I will edit in what they're called because I've totally forgotten. So the idea is we're just going to harvest some pieces of prickly pear is what the fruit's called, isn't it? So we're going to pop them down in here. I want some nice, fat, juicy pieces.
This piece?
Now, what I've heard is that I think nearly everyone will know that willow has an ingredient in the juice of it which helps things root. And I've heard that this has the same compounds in it, so you can use it to help plants root. And certainly I have been using it to put in the bottoms of holes of everything that I'm planting. So yeah, I'm going to give this a go. All for having a bit of an experiment. Obviously, if you're picking this stuff, you need extremely good gloves because the thorns are incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 2 more pieces. 2 more nice, smallish, fat pieces. There's one over here. One. Another smallish, fat piece. Where are you looking?
This one.
That's enormous! It's bigger than my hand. Let's try this little one down here. This stuff is pretty incredible anyway, for those of you who live somewhere that perhaps it doesn't grow. You can just throw a piece down like this on the ground, and Ariana's not following with the camera so you don't know what I just did, but throw it on the ground and it'll root itself and it'll grow and grow and grow, and then it lands up as an enormous hedge like this, which is, I don't know how tall, Ariana. Go and stand in front of it and we'll see how tall that is. Watch you don't get tickled. Considerably taller than Ariana in a few years.
And I'm like 5 foot something.
You're 4 foot something, baby. So, but yeah. And we have a lot of it. We have an abundance of it. So let's find some more uses for it. Other interesting things are, can you pick that up for me, Tutti? Because I've now got my hands full. Other interesting things about the prickly pear cactus is that it's planted in Portugal often as a obviously impenetrable barrier, better than a fence. And you can see right in there how big the trunks get. And they just grow and grow and grow. It's an impenetrable fence, but they also create a fireproof hedge, which again is very useful when you live in a country that's prone to wildfires. Right, okay, we're going to go and collect some little snips of various little trees and bushes, and then we will go and cut these open and put little bits in. Ariana, do you want to run up and put that by the front door and then come, because I'll need you to help us. Oh goodness me. Oh dear, the blueberries seem to have got a bit fried after we'd harvest them. Got a lot of rain last night though, so they should all come back. Maybe we'll not try and take pieces of blueberries today. I know what I was going to take a piece of. Let's go this way. I was going to try and take some little pieces of this pomegranate. Could you hold this, babe?
Yeah.
And let's just see where to get some pomegranate. There, because there seems to be a little joint. Now, I never know. Please tell me in the comments, when you cut something at a little node, should you plant it above or below the node, if you know what I mean? Goodness, maybe I need to put my glasses on to look at this more carefully. A couple of little pieces of pomegranate. Okay, let's take a couple of little pieces of
This berry tree.
this mulberry. It's not the most prolific mulberry, but at this stage of the game, oh goodness me, this does not want to cut.
Yeah, the
And of
mulberries
course,
are quite
because we live in
strong.
chaos, we can't find our. Oh, let's just see if I can just get it. Because we live in chaos, I can't find the snips. Come off, come off, come off. You've got a spare hand, Tootsie? What? I don't think there's any prickles on there. Then. Yes, because we live in chaos, I can't find the right tools, which is standard for me. A standard for here. And this is a lovely hibiscus, but I think it's only just recovering from when we had boat. And it's just starting to come to flower, so I'm not going to try that at the moment. So, what else we got? How many bits did we get? About 6 or 7, didn't we?
We got 6.
Up into the garden into it.
But I don't have the cactuses.
What?
I don't have the cactuses.
Come on, it's alright, we'll do it. After all. As I say, it's just an experiment. Just to try something new. I'm going to take all the little suckers of the fruit trees in the garden that need to come off anyway, and see if we can root them. Of course, I know that even if we do root them, they're not going to be necessarily the right plant. But what I'm about doing is getting shade. So whether they fruit a tasty fruit or not a tasty fruit doesn't much matter to me. It's about I've got a little bit of root on this one already because Ariana, can you get right down here to show? What I did here was I just layered this into the ground. It's a little sprout from way down and it's already started to produce a few little bits of root. And now it doesn't want to come off. Where are my snips? Okay.
I can take that.
That's a really tiny one, you might have problems hanging on to it.
I got it.
Okay, let's see. What other ones have we got? Pieces of.
Cherry? Maybe?
That is the cherry, darling. Oh, there was plenty of little pears. Let's see, we'll take a few of these little pears. Maybe I'll just take the gloves off and pull these off. It might be easier than trying to snip them off. Yeah, that's working better. Two.
A kitten!
Where?
Right there!
You missed filming it. Oh well. Why is Ruka in here?
It was in the chicken pen.
Oh no, that's probably not wise.
And then it went back under there.
Come on. Scissors. Some of them are just hanging on a little bit tighter than I need them to.
Yeah. Maybe after this I could run down over there and see if the kitten is still doing stuff.
You got the bunch? There are a few more little pieces here, but I'm going to leave them to get a little bit longer. to say, we're just going to experiment with this today, so we'll see if it works or not. I don't see anything on the...
I think we have enough stuff. Wait, how
I
many?
don't see anything sprouting on the other trees. So
We only got 6 pieces of cactus.
can you switch the video off for just now, and then we'll good. And just like starting any other little plants or anything, what we're going to do is just scrape off a little bit of the bark. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Just take some of the bark off so that you're getting down to the next layer. I need to put my glasses on to see what I'm doing. Maybe you can see better than me. All I'm doing is stripping the outside
I can show.
edge of the bark off where I want the roots to grow. Okay. Snip that little piece off if it'll snip.
Yep.
So let me put the glasses on. Goodness me, Granny, get with the programme.
Yeah, it's pointing at the right spot.
So then what we're going to do is take a piece
Of cactus.
of cactus and chop a bit off,
Look
and then we're going to just poke a hole right down in there, kind of as deep as we can go. Just make a little, see how it's making a little bit of a gap in there? Ugh, look at that deliciousness. And then
you can.
pop it in there. Can you see? I think you can
Yeah.
see. I can't. Right. And then I'm going to just stand this up
Right in
in a
there.
little trough to hold it up. So other interesting things about this. It's got this magic potion in it, apparently, that helps things grow a little bit like. Just hold it, Ariana, and point it over this way, please. You know, like the billow water does. It's got the. I can't. I'm going to have to look it up. Some kind of magic, anyway.
This one sparks a
This
little.
does this too, and it coats them with a kind of a protective gel so that they don't get any like infections or anything in the roots. And apparently it's really effective. So other things that you can do with this wonderful weed, as we have it here as a weed, is you can eat the fruits, which are delicious. Lots of stones in them, but they are really delicious. You would remind me later on to pick up all these pieces, will you? Because otherwise we'll have them growing in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
And there we go, we're just going to poke a hole in here. Nice hole. I'm making it sort of deep down to about here. And then pop our little bit that we want to get rooted in there. I have no idea if you're actually filming the right thing or not, but then I never know when I'm doing it either. And then we're going to pop that down in there to stand up. Oh, what was I blethering about? Other interesting things. Yes, you can actually eat this pad as well. Obviously, an easy way to get all these thorns off is just to wear a good glove, rub it on a piece of brick or stone or something, just to knock these nasty sharps off. And then you peel it and slice it in a stir fry, or you can just cook it. I was going to say like a potato, but obviously not for as long as a potato. You can add it to soups or anything, and it's bang full of nutrition. I only learned that this year as well, and I haven't really. I believe it doesn't taste particularly exciting of anything, but it's edible, and it's adding really good nutrients. So we will give that a go at some point.
Oh, that one.
Watch the prickles, I've got it. So this is feeling a little bit dry, so we might not get very far. Yes, I have many, many pocket knives, and a pocket knife would be better for this, but do I have one with me right now? Remember, you're watching Embrace the Chaos. don't need to get every little bit of the bark off, but it helps if you can get a good bit of this next layer of the nice fresh green. Look at that, she found a better way. There we go. And then make a hole in our cactus, all the way down, and then shove it in. Oh, that one went all the way through, that's not helpful. Let's just shove it in deeper. There we go. So how many more have we got to do? Let's do a little pair and then we can switch the video onto pause and we'll show the end product. I'm just scraping this bark off, and it's coming off much easier now that I've got a better method. Webbings for learning.
Get another piece of cactus.
Yeah. Make a little hole. Try not to go through the edge like we did last time. Poke it in there. There we go. Stand you up. Was that the one that fell over? Yes. Now we had some little tiddles. We had a little tiddly one here. Again, I think this is probably too little to do anything, but we're going to give it a try. It also seems to have some beasties on it, so maybe we'll not give it a try. Or is this part of the... not quite sure. Okay, we'll give it a try. Poke a little hole. Be interested to know if this is successful, what other things we could use it for. Maybe some of you have tried this before, so you could let us know if you've had any success at all. What have we not done? We've done some pear, some mulberry, that's another pear, another mulberry. What else did we have? Some... Not quite
That
sure.
looks like pear.
This is pomegranate.
Oh yeah.
This is pomegranate. Doing it the other way again, which wasn't so successful. Oops. Ariana's fallen asleep over there.
No, I mean.
She really is a good help, but I think she's getting a little bit bored. So, let's find this long one, so get it a big bit. What did you just drop? And then poke a hole. I think we could probably just push it straight in actually. I don't think you need to poke a hole. Let's try. Look at that, goes in perfect. Not quite far enough. We will make a hole.
But it made a tiny hole.
Yeah, it went in, but I would like it in
A bit deeper.
a good few inches.
Because that's a big one.
Yeah. Okay. Did I see you had another tiddly? This is quite a small piece. Actually, we're nearly done, aren't we? So, is there a cat out there, is there?
Yeah. Hunting to see where its baby's gone. No, she's right there.
Adiana, what is the camera pointing at, sweetheart? Okay, you can show the cat. Here's Mummy Cat come in to help us. Cats do like to come and say hello.
You like this?
Right, I'm just going to put this straight into one of the smaller pieces, I think, and just see how it goes. Nope, doesn't want to. Doesn't want to.
Okay.
We'll try it and see. Right. Oh, what have you got there?
I do not. I think it's
a bit of peach, is it?
We didn't take any peach.
Pear.
Oh yeah.
So that's us finished with these. Most people take off all the leaves, apart from the top ones, but I'm gonna leave these just now and just see if they dry up and do their own thing. Maybe I could take off a few actually. Nope. Scissors. I think leaving a cup. Oh, somebody's shouting. All right, I think that's us for just now. Thanks now. We will hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye. Bob, who as usual has no shoes on and very few clothes, is picking out onions. They're a little bit small. They're a little bit small. Some of them are tiny, but they'd all decided to start to try and bolt. So that's a teeny tiny one. I don't think we'll do very much with that. Go on then, keep picking. But we got some that are onionish. And what I'll do is I'll just chop them all up and stick them in the freezer and try again.
Oh, yeah, one was actually quite tight.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, sweetie. Oh, you missed a little tiny one. Doesn't matter if you miss the tiny ones. We'll leave them and see if they grow bigger. On you go then. Try and get all the big juicy ones. That's not bad. It's not really bulbed very much, but there's something there we can use. Keep going. There's slightly bigger ones along that way I can see.
Hey, found a big one.
It's not. That's the one that's got 2 bits on. All right, you keep on doing that. Granny, go do the next job. Find a almost edible sized one. Woohoo! Like I say, they'll not go to waste anyway. We will just chop them up and have them as greens, or powder them or something. Good lad. Okay, you finish that row. There's not too many more. The self-seeded courgette's doing pretty well. No fruits on it yet, but it's doing all right. The peppers are fairly shot away. Something's had a snack. They're coming away nicely now that we've got some rain. These guys got destroyed by, I'm not sure if it was chicks or if it was some kind of bug. But what I did was I just covered them up with some cloth for a few days, and they are coming back. So we'll just see how it goes on. And the same scenario down here. These had a good feast. As you can see, maybe somebody knows what's happened here. I suspect some sort of caterpillar, but they are coming away back. Now, I see a little flower happening down here. Ah, are those good guys or bad guys? Let me know if those little guys are good guys or bad guys. Lots of little flowers trying to come though. I'm just taking off the... I can see we've got a little bit of... hundreds and hundreds of ants in there as well, which is annoying. Okay, so melons are coming away fine. Again, they got nibbled a bit, but the rains helped them respurt. And this pumpkin also had a bit of a bashing. Has gone a little bit yellow, but the new leaves seem to be okay. Ay, ay, ay. Not much movement in here. Things are still growing. They haven't bolted, but they're just not doing very much. And over in this bed, I've given up. Everything just gave up on itself. Yes, darling. Superb. Well done. Do you want to take those inside?
What?
Take those inside. Okay, so yeah, the butternut squashes have given up the ghost. This one's still hanging on by a thread, but they've been fed and fed and fed, and I don't know what's going on there. And nothing that came up in these parts survived. So I'm about to reseed with a bunch of other things. Okay, so I think that'll do us for just now. I'm going to head inside because although it's a really nice overcast day and we've managed to get loads of little jobs done, it's getting very warm suddenly. Let me just give you a very quick look at the little cherry tomatoes. They're doing well. I think I'm going to have to, oh, one's not, this one's doing well. I think I'm going to have to put a little stake in there. I don't usually have to stake cherry tomatoes. And the other tomatoes, again, not as tall as I like. I'd like them to be at this stage, but plenty of fruits. Plenty of fruits on all the different varieties. So we'll just see how we get on. Some of the leaves are looking a little bit rough. We've had heavy thunderstorms and stuff in the last few days. So, you know, it's kind of to be expected. There'll be some damage. I'll come out and give them a good pruning very soon. Okay, folks, I think we'll call it that for just now. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So inside now, we've got the little propagation experiment. I've got some, my goodness, what is it called? Why does my brain not do braining? Vetiver grasses growing. I'm hoping to use vetiver for lots of different jobs on the land. And we have a nice little mango tree growing out from a seed that I only planted about 3 weeks ago. Please ignore the mess. This is a race of chaos, so you know, you don't expect miracles. I've got two dogs in the background wagging tails. I've got 2 gingers growing from just little ginger nubs. And we've got the restart of some melons. Pumpkins, I think. And possibly a cucumber or 2 coming away in here. We retry. And along here, I don't know if you can see this very clearly, I've got a whole bunch of other little cuttings that I stuck in some water, and ignore the green water, it does need change today, but we've got roots, so I think we're going to pop them up today. This was just a piece of nasturtium flower. I don't know how it landed up in there, ask the kids. Alrighty. If you see any dead flies on this little tour, we've been inundated with these things called bee flies, and they just seem to come in and die on this workshop window. No clue why. We'll just very quickly say hello to Mr. Bun Bun. And believe it or not, there's 2 girls in here underneath this cardboard which I put in for them to play with today, and it was up. It was actually blocking a hole that we made down the side, and they've just decided it's a wonderful cavern to play in. Let's just see. And an update on little chickies. And then there were 3. This is the little one who had been squished under the wood. And took a couple of days really to be able to run around properly. She was tipping over, but she's sorted now. This was the little black one who had no mama, who we think hatched out of an egg after the mum had got off. And this little mite here managed to get, I don't know, feather pecked or attacked by something, but lost a whole bunch of skin on its back. And I think the flies had just started getting into it as well. But I've sprayed it off and everything seems to be healing okay. So yeah, and then there were 3. So you've probably all guessed by now that we're inside, and Bob did a wonderful job of picking the onions, and it certainly is cup of tea time. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you soon.